everyone. Happy New Year and welcome back to Divine Love Tarot, or welcome to Divine Love Tarot if this is your first time. I know that I missed January, okay? I know that. I missed January, and a bunch of you guys just bailed on me. I'm like, man, I took a couple weeks off and I come back and it's like 400 people just gone. Bye, see ya. Like, where is the patience, y'all? Where is the patience? But I hope everybody had a great December. I hope everyone had a great January. To make up for me missing January, but I kind of wanted to do this anyway. I want to do a video that gives us a snapshot of 2018. Okay, so it's going to be 2 cards that I pull for each sign, all right? And each card, I'm using 2 different decks, okay? So each card is just giving you a snapshot of the energies and the themes that you're going to be focusing on for 2018, okay? Things that you might be dealing with, all right? Things that might be at the forefront, issues that are at the forefront for your life and your relationships, okay? It's not just relationships only, but because this is mainly a relationship tarot channel, of course, relationships are the focus. So I'll go ahead, I'll pull 2 cards for each sign, and then we'll just take it from there and see what happens, okay? So we'll go ahead and start off with Aries. And for Aries, we have Temperance in reverse and the Moon in reverse. Okay, so I have to remember I got to put these upside down for you because I want you to see them as they're pulled. Okay, so Temperance in reverse, Moon in reverse. So Aries, looks like you're dealing with a lot of emotional inconsistencies, okay? You're going to need to get either your emotions under control, or you're going to be dealing with the emotions of someone around you. All right, Temperance in reverse, this is finding the balance in your relationships, okay? So one of the main focuses for you this year is going to be paying more attention to your relationships, okay, your friendships, your work partnerships, and seeing what role you may play in any imbalances or any issues within those relationships. Okay, so 2018, it's time for you to pay attention to your actions and the role that you play within your own relationships. All right, we have the Moon in reverse also. The Moon in reverse, basically things are going to come to light this year for you guys, okay? A lot of things are going to be revealed. It might be things that you've been doing, okay, which is going to force you to have to rebalance certain situations. Also, you're going to have to learn how to deal with your shadow self, okay? We all have a shadow side, or some people call it a dark side, but we have that side of us that we try to ignore sometimes, but we act out. It does act out in some of the things that we do in a subconscious way. Okay, so we do things not knowing that it's our shadow requesting attention. Okay, so you're going to be dealing with a lot of fears, a lot of self-doubt. Some may even be dealing with mental issues. Okay, getting a handle on mental issues. But for the most part, you're going to have to trust your instincts through this process, okay? Because this is really about you, Aries. Now, for some of my Aries, you may be dealing with a Pisces, right? Or a water sign that is very emotional, somebody who is maybe emotionally unstable, and that may be throwing your balance off, and that's what you're going to have to focus on. That's just a very select few, okay? So if that's you, you'll know. If that's not you, then you just have to know that you're going to have to watch your emotional responses, okay? Because if you are emotionally unbalanced, if it's you and you're responding in a manner that throws everybody off balance, then everything around you is going to be off balance. And that's where Temperance in reverse comes in. Okay, Aries, so that's your focus for the year. Let's go ahead and move on to Taurus. All right, so Taurus, we have the Devil in reverse. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. All right, so Nine of Pentacles, that represents abundance, okay? That represents you having focus. You're very grounded. You're focused on success, okay? Your discipline is good. Your energy is good. And for some of my Tauruses, your relationships are going to rise to the next level. Okay. Also here with a devil in reverse, and I feel like Taurus is this devil in reverse. This devil card has been taunting you guys since last year. So this year you're gonna focus on whatever those situations that make you feel trapped. All right. Some of my Tauruses, that's going to be a work situation. For other Tauruses, that's going to be a relationship that you feel restricts you, or a relationship that is built off of codependency or a toxic situation. For others, it's going to be you realizing that any restrictions on your life, anything that's holding you back, you're moving away from. Okay, whether that's limiting beliefs that you have for yourself, whether it's limiting beliefs that others impose on you. All right, this is not the year for that. This is the year for you to focus and move on, move towards what it is that you want, and that's going to be your not just your challenge, but your focus for the year. Okay, Taurus. Um, let's see. Is there anything else? I think that's pretty much, I mean, that's straight on, okay? Because this is not a new message for you guys. And I mean, you've been moving in this direction for some time now, okay? Since at least like June, July. So Taurus, looks like you're going to have a good year. Looks like a lot's going on. It looks like in dealing with these issues, you're going to be successful, and will result in abundance for you. I'm so rusty. It's like I can't even speak on camera right now. And I wonder why that's so weird, because I mean, I can speak perfectly fine in real life to real people, but I'm recording a video for people and it's like I'm tongue-tied. All right, but let's go ahead and move on to Gemini. Okay, so Geminis, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and we also have the Nine of Swords. Okay, both of these cards are in the upright. So, Gemini, this is not a new card for you guys, okay? I remember this card. You guys got this card a lot in your love readings for 2017. So, some of my Geminis, this is the year that you're going to deal with this depression, this anxiety, this worry. Whatever is causing you concern, this is going to be one of the focuses for this year. You're going to have to deal with this, okay? Whether it's coming from you internally, whether it's residual, stress from a relationship that you were in. But this Nine of Swords is emotional strain, okay? Relationship issues and doubts. Those things are going to be worked on and resolved this year, because you also have the Eight of Pentacles, which means you're ready to put in the hard work. You're grounded, okay? You're looking for balance in your work and your love life, all right? You're not going to focus all on one thing and then the other thing is suffering. All right. So with the 8 and the 9, this is a progression. You want to progress to the next level. You want to move away from this. And in order to move away, you're going to have to really do a lot of focusing. You're going to have to decide exactly what you want. All right. I know a lot of my Geminis were in a turbulent, not quite turbulent, but like a back and forth type of relationship. And I remember Capricorn being one of the signs. All right. So this year, you're going to really decide if you're going to try to make this relationship work, or you're going to continue to let fear and doubt hold you back from moving on to the love that you actually want. All right. Now we're going to move on to my Cancers. Okay. Cancers, you guys are going to get the Ace of Swords. I should say not the 8, the Ace of Swords, and the 3 of Wands. All right. So here with the Ace of Swords, okay, you guys gonna be either working on something that brings you mental clarity, or you're just gonna have mental clarity. Okay, you have the mental clarity based on things that happened already, and you're ready to move forward in a new direction. You have new ideas about how to bring your relationship to the next level. You feel very stimulated, or things are stimulating you. So you're ready for change. You're ready to go in a different direction. You're ready for like a new beginning. Now, one thing that you're going to have to work on also is your patience, okay? Your patience, because here it's like the 3 of Wands. Yes, you're waiting on something, or you've been waiting on something. For some of you, this is you've been waiting on something better to come along, or you've been waiting on a situation to get better. But here I feel like you have the clarity to see that it's not just about waiting, okay? It's about having the patience to take the steps to make things better. All right? Sometimes things don't just change whoop whoop whoop, okay? You have to have patience. Things are a process. So I feel like this is you trusting the process, okay? Realizing that yes, you are moving towards a new beginning, but there's no need to rush or expect that things are going to change overnight, okay? So what you want is coming, it's just going to take some time. All right? So have the patience with the people in your life, have patience with people, with yourself, I should say. All right? Have patience with yourself, because you too are also a work in progress. We all are. All right? So if you're making changes towards a new direction or something new happening in your life, don't be too hard on yourself because you feel like you're not moving fast enough. Okay, you're moving at just the rate that you're supposed to do. Unless you're waiting unnecessarily, then that's a different story. But I don't see you waiting around for nothing, because this energy here is driving you. Okay, Cancers? All right, let's go ahead and move on to my Leos. All right, Leo. So you guys get the fiery Nine of Wands. And you also get the King of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so am I doing that? Is that upside down for you? Okay, that should be right. I'm still going to have to get used to this. Like you would have thought I was gone for like 6 months. All right, so with the King of Wands in the reverse, okay, this can represent that you're going to be dealing with maybe someone who has a hidden agenda. All right, if you yourself have a hidden agenda, I think that's going to come to light this year, and you're going to have to deal with the consequences of that. But this card represents learning from your past mistakes. Okay. Oh my God, I have an eyelash in my eye. What is going on right now? So Leos, you're learning from your past struggles. Okay. This represents you focusing on emotional maturity, maturing in your emotional responses. Okay, here this shows that you have the determination, this shows that you have the willpower, but you're also being guarded because you're quite frankly tired of relationship drama. All right, so this card could actually represent a person that you have in your life, okay? Someone who is very over emotional, perhaps overbearing. This could be you, because in this deck, I don't know if you guys can see the lion and behind the King of Wands, okay? So this could be you, Leo. You might be the one who's been overbearing and hard to deal with, okay? So you've got to temper that, and um, you've got to have the willpower. Okay, you might even need the willpower against yourself. Like if you know that you were the cause of the drama that's been happening in your life, right, then you're going to have to fight against that tendency to create more drama. Now, if you're dealing with someone else, right, this is you. You might be tired because you're facing away. These two people are facing away from each other. Okay, so that means that you're done with this emotional immaturity. You're done with these emotional outbursts, whether it's coming from you or whether it's coming from someone else. You're ready to move away from this type of a situation. Okay, Leo, so that's going to be you focus on for the year, okay? Your relationships, you're going to look for more balance, less drama. If you're in a relationship, if you're not in a relationship, then emotionally you are preparing yourself to be in a relationship. All right, emotionally you're getting ready. Emotionally you're becoming more available to be in the kind of relationship that you want to be in. Okay, so let's move on to Virgo. My Virgos, you've got the Knight of Swords. Okay, and we also have the Seven of Swords. Virgos, the Seven of Swords. This was a theme for 2017. So hopefully this means we're working on getting rid of this energy, okay? And swiftly, like we're not going to spend this next year dealing with this energy. You guys dealt with this energy almost all of 2017. Now I know I only started doing the recordings in June-ish, But I mean, my Virgos in real life, it's like enough is enough. Okay, enough is enough. All right. So, with this Knight of Swords, okay, this is you dealing with your impatience. All right. This can represent sudden changes, things changing for you, just like that. This can represent travel. All right. For some of my Virgos, this represents relationships that will be sweeping you off your feet, someone coming in. This could be a whirlwind romance. Okay. Now, this deceptive behavior, this secret affairs, spying, trust issues, in order to move forward, okay? So some of you guys, unfortunately, it's like you're bringing the same energy, okay? Some of you will be continuing affairs, maybe new affairs, maybe it's the same one, and in the process that's causing the other person in the relationship to spy on you, to have trust issues with you, which incurs a lot of, angst. Now, for others, okay, in order to, it's like, it's almost like you're impatient. You're done with dealing with this. All right. If this is your partner's energy, you're like going to just wake up one day and say, look, I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm not dealing with this anymore. And just like that, just that sudden boop. Okay. Knight of Swords is like, you see this sword, and he's very aggressive. He's not sitting back and taking his time. Once he decides he's moving on, he's moving on. So for some of my Virgos that have been in a relationship that hasn't been the most hasn't had the most trust, okay, that hasn't been the best, that's had a lot of these issues, whether it's just the other person being insecure, whatever the case may be, you guys are done with it, and you're going to be done with it. You're going to wake up one day like, I'm done with this, and you're done, and that's it. It's over. And if you are the Virgo that's been cheating or lying or being deceptive, then your partner could suddenly turn around and just be done with you. And they're moving on swiftly and expeditiously. All right, guys? So, Libras. All right, you guys get the Hermit in reverse. Okay, I'm getting better with putting these cards down. And the Two of Pentacles also in the reverse. Okay, Libra. So it looks like you have a lot on your plate, okay? You're coming out of 2017 with a lot on your mind, a lot on your plate, a lot that you want to accomplish, a lot that you want to change. And it's maybe time for you to take a break, okay? For some, it's just a mental break. For others, you may need to break from this relationship, okay? Because this is the year of you really, really assessing the viability of long-term relationship that you've been in. So that's for my Libras that have been in a long-term relationship. For my singles, this is you reassessing how you approach and how you cultivate your relationships. Okay, it could be your friendships, it could be your romantic relationships, but it's just you realizing that how things have happened before, how you've done things before, and the way things were before, you're no longer satisfied with that, and so it's like reality check time. All right, the Hermit in reverse. Some of my Libras are dealing with a Virgo. Okay, and you may be deciding, it could be a Virgo and someone else. You may be deciding if you want to be with this person, if you want to be alone, if you want to be with this person, or you want to be with someone else. Or this just is you, all right, being a loner because you are ready to take that break. Okay, you need a break. You're ready to reassess. For some, it's you being insightful, right? It's looking within, okay? It's not just taking a break and saying, okay, I'm just going to go off and do my thing. You're taking a break so that you can work on yourself, all right? You're going to work on yourself. For others, this is somebody from the past also could be coming back to you guys, all right? Which may cause you to have to juggle between the relationship that you're in now and this person from the past. All right, that's coming back towards you. So that's just for some of my Libras. All right, Libra, so this looks like it's a year of change for you, and it's a year of change based on you, based on your terms, what you desire, how you want to move forward in your life and in your relationships. Okay, let's go ahead and let's move on to Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. So you guys get the Eight of Swords in the reverse. No, she's not upside down. Okay, there you go. And the next card you get is the Fool card. All right, Scorpio. So, my Scorpios, you guys are seeing things for how they are, okay? You are gaining insight into a situation. So some of my Scorpios, there's a specific situation or relationship that you are getting mental clarity on, okay? And, you know, you are no longer going to ignore how this relationship makes you feel. You're no longer going to ignore this person's actions, this other person that you may be dealing with. For some, this might be yourself, okay? You might be realizing some things about yourself, and it's like you realize that you are in control of your destiny. All right. So when the Eight of Swords in the reverse pops up, you're like no longer going to play a victim. You're no longer going to accept anything that, you're no longer going to accept things by ignoring them. Okay. Because sometimes you don't address the situation, but that's still an acceptance. Just because you pretend it doesn't exist doesn't mean that you're not accepting it. So you're done doing that and you're ready for a new beginning. Okay, whether it's a new beginning in the relationship that you're in, whether it's a new beginning for you to go off on your own and do your own thing, you are experiencing a time of raw energy, okay? A time where you want to live in the moment, all right? You don't want to be bound right now, okay? You want to be released. You want to be released from things that were holding you back. You want to be released from anything that makes you feel like you are tied down, okay? So some of my Scorpios might be going off to be single. Some of my other Scorpios are going off in a new direction within your current relationship. And it's a direction of honesty. It's direction of realism, being realistic about your situation and no longer letting someone else fool you about who they are or who they are to you within your relationship. Okay, guys? Moving on to Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, you guys get the Two of Cups and the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so with the Page of Pentacles in reverse here, this represents that you're going to be working on a lack of motivation. All right, you might have been feeling like something was missing in 2017, or you might be feeling that now and you're deciding that it's time to focus on it because you're feeling restless, okay? You're feeling restless in your relationships and you're ready to move in another direction. For my Sagittariuses that have been in long-term relationships, you're feeling restless to the point where you might even be considering something else because the Two of Cups here is about romances, new romances, new relationships. And so some of you guys are just bored with what you've been doing, okay? Whether that's bored with your singleness, whether that's bored with just dating around, you're looking for someone that you really click with and not just a quickie or a one night stand or, a little hot fling here and there. In relationships, you are maybe perhaps bored of your relationship and trying to focus on getting things back to this Two of Cups feeling. Others, this represents you totally bypassing the person that you're with and trying to attain this type of relationship with a new person because Two of Cups tends to be a new romance, okay? So for my Sages, romance, attractions, friendships, that's your focus because you're bored. You're bored and you're fed up with what has been happening in your life up to right now. All right, moving on to my Aquariuses. All right, Aquarius. So, no, I'm sorry, Capricorns. Capricorns. I can't skip my Capricorns. All right, we've got the Nine of Cups for you guys. Okay, and you guys also pull the Fool card. Okay, so Capricorn, this looks good. Okay, it looks like you guys are content or you're focusing on you're focusing on your emotional fulfillment this year. All right, you guys are just ready for something new. You guys are moving off in a new direction that leads to satisfaction and fulfillment and getting what you want. All right. You guys are ready for a fresh start, new beginnings. All right. All good things. Your energy is, this may be because you just came out of Capricorn season. Your energy is at an all-time high this year, you guys. I mean, what's in Capricorn? There's a major planet that just moved into Capricorn. So you guys are no nonsense about what you want. You are going after what you want this year, whether that's a person, a relationship, moving things to the next level, whatever that may be. That is your focus this year, guys. Okay, you're focusing on freshness in your relationships, or freshness in your love life, fresh starts. You're just living in the moment and being happy and content with that moment. All right, that's going to be your focus for this year. All right, Capricorn. Now we're moving on to my Aquariuses. In Aquarius, you get the Strength card in the reverse, and the Five of Wands. Okay. All right. So this Five of Wands represents some type of competition. So some of my Aquariuses, you guys are focused on a particular person who might have a lot of other people after them, and you're like, look, I want you, I'm going after you. For others, this is about believing in yourself and fighting for what you want, because you may not necessarily be up to this competition. And there's a lot of lust or raw energy here, or raw sexual energy here for some of my Aquariuses. Okay. This Strength card in reverse also represents, being over emotional, perhaps being overbearing, being a little bit flaky. So I feel like this year, it's almost like you're going to have to, your focus is going to be going after what you want, because it's almost like you've been sitting back and or maybe the competition is around you. Okay, maybe you have competition around you because you're focusing on, you guys are throwing me for a loop here. Five of Wands and the Strength in reverse. So I feel that believing in yourself, right? If you believe in yourself, if you work on believing in yourself and you work on going after what you want, you will work on that. Inadvertently is going to lead you to work on any issues you have about being overbearing. All right, if you want to be with someone, if there's a particular person that you're seeking or that you want to be with, all right, or you realize that you can't just sit back and let people come to you. Okay, you're not just going to sit back and try to control or manipulate your relationships by keeping people off balance and off guard and being overbearing. That's going to be what you have to work on this year. So you might have been a person who, you might have been a person or a situation where it's like you almost gave this persona like, I'm it, you're going to work hard for me, and I'm just going to sit back because I know you want me, and I don't have to do anything. Well, this year that's not the case, Aquarius. This year you guys are going to have to get in the game. All right, this year you guys are going to have to get over yourselves. All right, and I mean that in the best way, because I love Aquariuses. I love your confidence. I love your quirkiness. I love how you guys just know how to, you do know how to get what you want, okay? But sometimes you lose people because you're not willing to meet anyone halfway. And so here I feel like this is going to be a lot of you compromising. And within that compromising, you're going to work on yourselves, okay? You're going to work on your, for some, because this was a theme last year, this narcissistic attitude where you feel like it's all about you. It's all about what you want. Here, this year, you're going to have to work with others. You're going to have to work on any of your tendencies that push other people away. And if you're interested in someone, that person may have you working for it. And there's nothing wrong with that, because why? If it's too easy, it ain't worth it, right? So, last but definitely not the least, my Pisces. All right, what we got going on for this year, Pisces? First card we have is the Three of Swords. It's in the reverse. Next card we have is the Judgment card, also in the reverse. So Pisces, this year, okay, this year, your relationships, our relationships, because you know I'm a Pisces, are going to be tested to their limits. Okay, the Judgment card represents letting go of past hurts, letting go of being in denial, realizing where you might be, realizing your errors in judgment. Okay, whether that's judgment of others, judgment of a relationship, whether you left a relationship and you're realizing that was a mistake, whether you're in a relationship and you're realizing it's a mistake. This year, you're dealing with these things, okay? This year, you're focusing on dealing with setbacks and not fooling yourself, okay? This is healing, all right? Now, when the Three of Swords is in the reverse, that can indicate that there are some of my Pisces out here, because both of these cards are in reverse, that you guys are having a hard time of moving on and healing from a certain situation. And that's going to be your focus for this year, all right? So some of my Pisces, you're going to have to accept that you've been in denial about a situation, and it may take you a while to heal, but you're going to heal, all right? Because once you take a look in the mirror and you realize what you've been doing to yourself, then it's easier to move forward, all right? If you're still got your back turned to the mirror, trying to look outward to others' behavior and what they do, then you're still going to wind up in the same situation over and over again, because you're not accepting responsibility for the part that you've played to where you are right now. Okay, for my other Pisces, you guys are going to have to admit a mistake. All right, some of us have made mistakes. Some of us judge people wrongly. Okay, and some of us have people in our lives that we got to get rid of. Others, there are people who might be hurting because of your judgments. All right. And so this year is the year of fixing that. If you're in a relationship, you accuse someone of something, you're in a relationship and you've been treating your partner unfairly, or you hurt someone for whatever reason, okay, whatever it is, you've hurt your partner, you were wrong. This is the year of rectifying that wrong. All right, Pisces. So for some of my Pisces, you're rectifying yourself. Some of my Pisces, you're rectifying a situation that you misjudged incorrectly. Okay, but bottom line, there's no more this ifing and on hemming that you guys were doing, or we were doing last year. Okay, this is the year that we focus on true healing, all right, and being realistic about our relationships. Okay, whether you're in a relationship or you're single and want to be in a relationship, it's time to get realistic about how you approach these situations, what you've done in the past that led you to where you are now. How do you get better? That's the focus for this year, Pisces. All right, everybody. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed this video, and maybe we'll do snapshots for the month. I don't know, that was real quick, but anyway, so I will be back with February videos in the next week. So I hope to see you guys at my next videos, and thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys missed me, because I did miss you, even though a lot of you guys, you turned on me, but it's all right. All right, we'll get back to where we're supposed to be, because that's just what's gonna happen, right? All right, love you guys. Looking forward to 2018 that is positive and uplifting and just full of success and great things. All right, see you guys at the next video. Bye.